time for a new workshop update, guys, here at Powertune Australia. New video, new workshop update. So, long story short, was waiting for the big release of everything behind here, and because, well, basically, we wanted to advertise the fact that we were going to be doing something with them, but there's no point advertising because they're all full. That's as far as that needs to go. We were going to offer car storage. But yeah, that is what it is. Customer cars, either they've got an engine out waiting for machining, they're waiting for fab work, they're in line at some point. And then obviously I've got a whole row with my cars, which are all getting worked on. Big shout out to GK Tech and Raceworks, because we have a stack of Racework parts coming for the Sonny to get the fuel system fixed, and GK Tech parts. They just rocked up today, actually, the last shank bolts I needed. So I'll be working on that tonight to get it all ready to rock. Customer cars, right. We have new 35 GTR over here. Just got tuned, 98, making like 400 and something kilowatt, and now he wants NOS. Subaru is getting a lot of work done. You guys will remembered Gary's S15 here. This is ready to rock. We just put speed sensors in, so we've got traction control on this now, and that's actually ready to go back to South Australia. We have this all-drive Honda, which we did a video on, me and Pete. You would have seen that by now. Yeah, there's a whole host of info on all the cars happening and what's happening with them there. I'll get to that at a later date. Rodent is getting pieced back together since the big blow up. Laz is onto it. How are we, buddy? Good, yourself? Yeah, not bad. So Laz has been chipping away at this. We have a built engine in here since we blew up the standard one on the live stream. If you didn't see it, we just kept pushing the limit of it, putting more NOS in until it literally let go. Now we know the failure point and exactly what parts failed and what were showing signs of failing and yada yada yada. It's insanely good information that we found out about this standard 3-cylinder engine. So now we know the absolute limit of a few components. This one is now super strong. It's got forged bottom end. The head's still just got springs and what has it got? Yeah, cams and springs. And yeah, it's got the X shift gearbox, a sequential, which I believe they could be doing a paddle shift 7-speed soon. Yeah, very, very cool. We have a Commodore, very old one. Is this a VP? Sorry? Is this a VP? VS. Oh, VS. Yeah. I'm Australian and I don't know my Commodore's. Sacrilege. Anyway, lots of... Oh, it's in there. It's got a ZF. ZF? Yes. Yeah, ZF trans, the old 8-speed, eh? Yeah. Yeah, so it's got the 8-speed gearbox going in, some big turboed V8 thing, big diff, all that stuff. Anyway, good work, Laz. Alright, we're going to go next door because we got more stuff happening in here. Oh! What's going on here? Oh, no one's met Aussie on the channel yet. This is Aussie, fabricator, long-time Powertune. Yeah. And everyone knows Rhino. Anyway, they're busy doing something, but I've got to hassle them because I want to know about this freaking thing. Rhino, spit it. Why do we use these, mate?
Because they're brushless.
Brushless. And what is the benefit of having a brushless fuel pump? So if anyone doesn't know, this is a fuel pump, Elixir.
It's brushless.
Brushless. No, so what, I don't know what that means.
Don't lie. You're an electrician.
I know,
but... Are you a qualified electrician or not?
Yeah, but I'm trying to make it easy for everyone else to understand. So a normal fuel pump has like a lot of current draw, right?
Yeah, yep.
And a brushless pump doesn't have so much?
Effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one benefit.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are the other benefits?
There's... Internally, the pump is more efficient.
Yep.
The drive and everything inside the pump allows it to flow more.
Yeah.
It's effectively like a 3-phase pump versus like a DC motor.
Oh.
We can apply a lot more current, power, voltage, whatever you want to call it, to the pump.
Does that in turn flow more fluid?
Yes, correct. So you might have a single pump that's with a brushed pump.
Yep.
These days they're like 525, I think, a Walbro.
Yes.
Around about 525. Whereas you can now get a single brushless to flow like 1700 litres per hour.
Wow. One pump.
Single pump.
Holy crap. And you can do this with like your standard wiring, so you don't need like PDMs or anything like that?
No, you don't need PDMs or anything. The pumps, the brushless pumps come with a controller.
Yep.
And that controller basically converts your DC power into 3-phase output for a brushed or brushless pump, I should say.
So does this mean you have to run a surge tank and all that stuff, or? No.
So with the GTR, it comes with a nice little kit that basically we take the top hat off the factory. The factory has like let's call it a container, a surge tank in the tank factory.
Yep.
We take the lid off and we replace it with this one. This one effectively allows us to put more than one pump, but if we want to put a single pump in, we basically insert a pump vertically into it.
Yep.
That then gets connected to
what the hell is that?
Fuel hanger that sits inside the car.
Wait, so where does that sit?
This is inside the tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so inside this we have our fuel pump. That goes in here.
Ah.
So, and then the output from the fuel pump comes up here.
Yep.
Goes into our hanger.
Yes.
And then up to the front of the car to the end.
Yeah, right. So it's a full factory sort of swap over-ish.
That's right. This kit is a plug and play replacement for the factory setup.
Okay.
There is some wiring, a little bit of wiring required.
Yeah.
Just because you need to ensure that you've got enough, wiring gauge for the amount of current that you're going to be drawing through it.
Yes.
But for the most part, it's a drop-in kit.
Okay. So does this plug into like what the hell is that plug into?
Fuel pump.
Oh, that makes sense.
So,
hang on, what am I looking for? This one. Yep. That doesn't plug into the factory, does it?
No. It goes into the controller.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I will show you the controller, but in this car, it's tucked away at the moment.
I'm too late.
Installed it already.
I'm too late.
Yeah.
Classic. I failed. Anyway, these kits, very easy to get a hold of. We can get them very quickly, and we can install them in your GTR. What would this pump be good for, power-wise?
This single pump
setup.
At the moment, I would say you could probably make somewhere around about 1,000 to 1,300 on E85 fairly comfortably.
On one pump?
On a single pump, no problem. That's on this size pump. There is a bigger pump as well. So there is a bigger single pump that you can install in its place, and you'll comfortably be able to run sort of 16, 1700 horsepower on a single pump. That's ridiculous. But typically we would go to like a dual pump setup.
Yes.
Similar to what we did in one of the cars overseas recently. We actually put 2 of these pumps into it because it was running on methanol.
Ah, yes. And we don't have any footage of that because Ryan was too busy doing everything himself. So Ryan went all the way over there, tuned 100 million cars, drag raced 100 million cars, and achieved what he had to achieve. Got it done. Sanderman racing. Sanderman racing king. 9-second quarter, fastest man in Malaysia. It's true. You got to own it, mate. You got to own it.
No, mate. No. That's not me. That's not me. I'm just the guy that's behind the keyboard.
Yeah, sure.
Would say,
actually,
warrior.
we do have footage. I'll have some sort of outside footage, won't I? That I can put in here?
Maybe give you something.
Yeah. All right, we'll cut to it right now. Good job, Rhino. All right, I'll leave you alone. That's pretty much all I wanted to find out about that. But if you guys are interested in putting an Elixir pump in your GTR, especially at 35, you've also put one in this, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
32 GTR's got one.
Yep.
And this thing's making stupid power on 98. We haven't even got to the 85, have we? No. It's on like 20 pound. It made how much?
790 horsepower on 98, something like that. Low boost.
Jesus.
Run in tune.
You run in tune. All right. So yeah, if you guys want a Elixir setup for your GTR single pump to run up to 1,000 horsepower plus, we can do that for you. And then obviously tune it and all that stuff. Because this one's got a Motec gear.
this has a Motec.
Yeah, so we've done Motec. We actually built the engine on this one as well, haven't we?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. This one should make, I'm going to say it'll make 1,000.
Yeah, wow.
Pretty comfortably.
Oh, God. All right. On to Aussie now. He's not ready for this. He's not ready for this. What is going on here? Oh, we're going to snap to a before picture. Are you ready? Before, after. So this obviously had the silver engine bay, and yeah, everything was stripped out, zinc coated, all the bolts, got the engine bay painted, and then we built the engine. Did it come in blown up?
I don't believe so.
No? Can't remember. And then yeah, obviously did all this. So we got built engine. I believe it makes like 400 kilowatt, does it?
Still yet to do the final one, but yeah, it should go down that.
Yeah. Not freaking bad. And the piping here is just coming back from coating.
I covered up your T50 banana mod.
Oh, you did too. We did the whistle mod.
I did.
We did the whistle. We did the whistle mod. Yeah, you'll definitely hear it. And we'll cut to this thing on the dyno in a second. And then we have the K-Swap S15. So Aussie's got this back on the hoist because he's going to finalise the exhaust, I believe. And because it's twin charged, there's something going on with the vacuum pressure. That's as far as I know. I just know that the vacuum that it normally needs is not there because you've got supercharger pushing air in. Something like that, Aussie?
Yeah, they pretty much got to talk to each other and they're not talking to each other yet.
Yeah, so they're not in unison. So I'll cut to a video of this on the dyno so far. It's not doing any crazy power runs, but it just sounds crazy aggressive. Whoa! How's the sunset? Oh, no. Look at it matching calipers. What's going on here? It's a little bit loud.
Yeah. This is Sweeney's S15.
Yep.
So been battling the supercharger bypass valve.
Yes. I did hear about this.
So effectively we've now got the firmware to control. I'll show you what it is.
Because what has this got an M130 or M150?
At the moment it's got an M130 development.
Ah.
So we'll get this thing sorted, but we've now put this motor on. So that's an electronic wastegate motor from a Honda, believe it or not. off a late model Honda. So we've made a bracket up and stuff, and we've got it here.
Yep.
So effectively, this now can control the supercharger bypass valve. It's normally vacuum controlled, but
was that the thing giving you issues with it before?
yeah,
Okay.
because it didn't have enough vacuum to control it. We've now put the electronic one on, so we can do it from the ECU.
Oh, so you literally control it when you want?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So we've done that probably, I don't know, it's taken a fair bit of time to try and get all this designed and everything else, but also on top of that to get the control side of it right as well.
Oh, because you had to change the firmware and
Yeah, and make sure that it actually works and does what we need it to do. So
Yep.
that's been done. So now it's all started running, driving, all that sort of stuff, as you can see.
Yep.
And now it's pretty much time for tuning, and then go from there.
Whew. Cool. Because this would be running now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bloody oath. Exciting times. Okay, I'm gonna leave everyone alone now. Thank you, Aussie. You'll see much more of him soon. That's pretty much workshop update for now. Callum's in Donna room doing some Subaru stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So everyone's flat out, lots happening. That's just a quick little update for you. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you in the next one. Shit.